Hello, Barry Ayres, Pro-Power Flushing, telephone number 07836 353 985. We're doing a power flush today in Cleveland actually, just up from Blackpool. The system's an open vented central heating system, two-port valve system. We will show you that later, a little bit of a funny configuration, but we'll talk about that later. This is what we're doing. This is a tenanted property, landlord's abroad, and she's being asked to get the system power flushed in a certain way with certain chemicals, which the insurance company have asked the landlord to do. So that's what we're doing. We're doing exactly what the customer wants and what the insurance customer is asking. We don't necessarily agree with the insurance company who have asked to use certain chemicals, etc., but if the landlord has asked us to use certain chemicals on this power flush so she can get the contract, that is what we will do, and that is what we are doing. Okay, so we're going to explain what power flushing is, the benefits of power flushing, why you should have your central heating system power flushed, the areas we cover, our prices, a little bit about me, and the reason you should seriously consider using me, Barry Ayres, for your power flush service. Okay, so my name is Barry Ayres of Pro-Power Flushing. I'm a fully gas safe registered engineer, very important. We sometimes have to get right into the boilers, take components off. If your power flush company, if they're not gas safe registered, they're not legally allowed to do that. We're based in Bramwell, Stockport, Manchester, and we cover a 60 to 70 mile radius of our hometown, hence us being in Blackpool today. Okay, so if you're basically in Cheshire, Lancashire, parts of Yorkshire, parts of Stafford, Derby, Nottinghamshire, if you're within 60 or 70 mile radius of our hometown of Stockport, we will come to you and power flush your central heating system. Okay, power flushing, if you don't know what it is, it's just about getting all the rust, corrosion and metal out of the system. Best thing you can do to your central heating system, basically, especially if you're having a new boiler fitted. Always get the system power flushed. Revives older systems as well. I mean, this boiler, I think the boiler's about 9 years old, not too old, but the actual radiator circuit is probably 30 odd years old, at least 30, maybe getting on for 40 years old even, the actual most of the radiator circuit in here. So obviously completely makes sense to get the system power flushed. Okay, so we've got the Magna hooked up there, we've got the Camco FX2, we've got the Camco machine on the go, Camco CF90 Quantum 2. We've got the magnet catching the metal there. We'll show you that later. The system was quite dirty, but the pH and TDS levels, they weren't too bad, you know, compared to the form that was shown to me. I was getting different readings anyway, so just want to make a note of that. What we did find though, when we started power flushing, obviously we can reverse our machine back and forth. We noticed there was a load of air in the central heating system, and when we isolated the feed and we opened it up while the power flush machine was on, just to make sure the feed wasn't blocked, we noticed a little bit of water, not too much, running down the feed pipe. Okay, it's probably been running down for quite a long time, but there again it's probably been on. In fact, I think it has been on the negative side of the pump. That's another story, because basically the pump's on the return pipe here, going back to the boiler. It should really be on the flow pipe, but we'll show you that later. We're really making a note for the landlord on this property, because the landlord's actually abroad, so we want to point out certain things to them. So anyway, we stopped power flushing and we found the little micro leak, which has obviously been sucking a load of air into the central heating system. I'm going to show you now. If you can see that, that's a little pinhole. There's a little pinhole there. And what's been happening is, that's coming from the feed tank, and it's been drawing air into the system. And obviously the system's probably been banging and clonking and, you know, not working very well really. So whoever's turned up to change the pump head, they've not actually noticed that, which is fair enough, because it was actually boxed in behind some boxing in the airing cupboard. So we found that anyway. We replaced that little bit of pipe. We didn't charge the customer any extra for that, and we're up and running with a power flush again now. Okay, so yeah, we'll show you a few other things later. We're just going to get on with this job. We're going to go and clean the header tank out now in the loft, in a little bit of an awkward place, but we can get to it just about, and we'll get back to you later. We're going to put this Fernox F1 protector in there later. I usually put Sentinel X100 in, but this is what the insurance company and landlord want. We're not going to really talk about the other chemicals we've put in. We're not here to really advertise anyone's chemical, really. We usually use the Chemco chemicals. We don't mind advertising that stuff because we know it's good stuff. But you know, this is what they want. We've used the other chemicals they wanted, and we've power flushed the system just as they wanted. And you know, they want this Fernox F1 protector in there later as well. Okay, they were mentioning something about the boiler being scaled up, but since we got here, we've had a really good flow through the boiler, and we've fired it a few times. We have no reason to believe that the boiler is in fact scaled up, so we're just making a note of that as well. Alright, so I'm always really honest with my customers, you know, and that's what it's all about at the end of the day. So, we're just going to get on with the job, and we'll get back to you later on.
Yeah, barriers for that, to cool the water nice and clean, as you can see. We'll show you exactly what's coming out of it actually. They are crystal clean. What we're going to do, we've neutralised it as well. I'm going to put the Fernox F1 protector in there, okay? Just opening it, going to break the seal. Right here. So everyone knows it's gone in. Put it in the machine. Let that circulate around for about 10-15 minutes. Put everything back together. Okay? Fernox F1 protector, what the insurance company wanted in here. Okay, we'll get back to you later, thanks. Hi Barry Edge. Okay, we quickly show you the sludge and rust that came out of the actual power flush. This is what power flushing is all about, getting all that rust, corrosion and metal out of the central heating system. And we're just going to make a note of this for the customer as well. So basically, this pump's on the return. So these two port valves, one's for the central heating, one's for the hot water, they should really be on the flow. So they're on the return. So this pump being on the return, if there's any little air leaks, micro leaks, which there was before of course, or any dodgy valve or whatever, it's just going to be pulling air in. So really that pump needs to go on the flow pipe, needs a bit of alteration basically, and these two also need to really be on the flow. So we just thought we'd make a note of that. A little bit of noise coming from one of these two-port valves, but they seem to be working, so boiler's heating up nice and steady, so sounds okay. So yeah, the job's gone alright. So this is Barry Ayres in Blackpool today, Pro Power Flushing. Telephone number 07836 353 985. If you need any power flushing done, give me a call on that number or contact us through our website, pro-powerflushing.co.uk. Okay, thank you.